This is me doing me things in my studio. It's 2026. A lot has happened since the last time you guys saw a video like this from me. I've made shows for people, been on the first ever world album, which was Grammy considered, won several gold prizes. I've gotten kids, the third one is on the way. I'm married, we bought our first house together, and quite literally become an adult. But one thing I never really thought I would say, and finally can say, I have found myself. But this wasn't easy. This is why I almost quit music. I'm back in the studio, and I have a ton of ideas lying around. Tracks I'm working for other people, and my own creative stuff as well. This is for a Danish project called Gorilla. He's a rapper, and I'm the producer on his project. We've made quite a few tracks, and this one just came into my pocket the other day. Da, 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 da. Ooh, nice. But it's never been like this. It's never always been like this. I was at a point where I did Facebook live streams. I reached about millions every single week for just giving feedback. And I had quite a good following, not gonna lie. But the problem was, I was never confident. I wasn't confident in myself. I just dreamed. And I've been dreaming a lot in my life. So what happens when you take a guy who's dreaming a lot, gets a lot of success, but is not confident? You get a guy who gets introvert. And you find peace in yourself for being silent and just being you. Literally just enjoying the moment. Right now, I'm about to go fish for a break because I've figured that giving myself a little bit of headroom and a little bit of extra silence in my head gives a lot of thought for ideas to bloom. But the thing is, everything started out pretty good and it kept growing, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing fantastic, man. I'm actually onto something. But then everything switched up with the new algorithms. Everything switched up with my creative ideas weren't as good. I was getting shy. And I felt like every single thing I did wasn't really blooming anything good. I wasn't going anywhere. All my producer friends in my friend group, they kept growing. They got managers, they got out playing shows, they shared what they got, but I was too scared. I was scared of DJing, I was scared of being me. Then I got booked to play my first show with a couple of friends. This time as a solo though. a pretty acknowledged club. I wasn't ready. I'd never learned it before, so I had under 24 hours to learn it. And when I stood there, it was terrible. And I was looking down at the DJ decks, felt the vibe. I was like, yeah, I'm doing okay, man. And when I looked up, there was no people there. Like, everybody has left the place. Everyone. My friends stood down there. They filmed me and they said, hey, you're doing great. But like, I could feel the tension, man. It was terrible. It was terrifying. And the thing about being scared is it's fine for a while, but when you're scared about everything from your whole life, from people you meet, from people doing bad things to you, saying bad things to you, literally manipulating you, it just takes you down, man. It pulls you down. So I ended up with a depression. I ended up with stress, and I started isolating myself. This is where I found myself. This is a guitar loop one of my friends played. And honestly, I thought it was great, but I just wasn't feeling it that day, unfortunately. So I've taught myself to just go to another project until I hit something. I kept going. And I kept growing new ideas. I sound designed in silence. And I found my sound. This is where I found myself, inside the dubstep. And you've probably seen and heard a little bit about it if you've been following the channel for a while now. There was this guy on YouTube who commented that a good idea for mixing would be having 3 different channels. So I'm gonna try that now. I have the bass patch, which is essentially this one and this one. I have a lot of different ones going on here, but I want them all linked into this guy at the end. So this is the last one. So this one is going into 3 different. These 3 are all linked up going into this one, and this guy is going like that. So this is basically the bass patch, which is gonna be pink because that's what we like now, apparently. Maybe I'm gonna take you guys up to 150 instead. Yeah. This guy's going up to... At this point, I'm basically just messing around with different sounds, testing out mixing ideas and whatnot. And all these different sounds that's going crazy, like if you're not a producer, you're probably thinking, what is going on here? This is pure madness. Why is this guy spending so much time on this? But the reason I'm doing this is exactly what happens right now. Oh, that's a sick vibrato. So this is gonna be... Then we can affect this one. This is gonna be modulated because modulations are great. Yeah. Like that. There's something about this patching thing that needs to be done. Last bus, you're going into this guy. If you couldn't hear what happened there, I sort of found a sweet spot, and it gave that extra crunch to the sound that I was really looking for. I did this because I want the power in that sound to explode. I want it to sound like madness, essentially. Now there's something off. not it, but it's somewhat something. I wasn't really happy with myself here, and especially not the track that I found here. I was like, nah, that's not it, man. So I thought, why not start something entirely new, even though I've done that like 4 times now. And I created this melody that I thought was actually pretty good. I was really happy with this one. That could be a take on the bass. But seriously, what can I say? I found a point in my life where I'm really happy. I'm having some great kids, and I don't even know why I share this type of video with you guys. Maybe it's because it's the beginning of me doing long format content on YouTube. Maybe it's just a way of being a little bit more me. But nonetheless, new music is coming. Feel free to stick around, and I'll see you guys soon. This is Artifact.